Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do an unboxing of a title that I've been really looking forward to. Didn't have high hopes that this would ever be released, but here it is, and just absolutely excited to be opening this one up. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, the complete series on DVD from Nickelodeon, and this is released by Shout Factory. And I've always thought that Shout Factory has done the absolute best job out of anybody else at releasing these older Nickelodeon shows from the 90s and the early 2000s, and roughly in that time range. All of their releases have just been really, really well done. Good packaging, just good content on them, and just overall very nice. And so I'm excited that they're maybe back in the game here, because this was a complete surprise to me. Because basically what has been happening is several years ago, Shout Factory released a lot of the old shows. So I actually have a few of them here to show you. Not all of them, but they released Rocko's Modern Life, Danny Phantom, Angry Beavers, Ah Real Monsters, and a plethora of other ones. And you can see that these are all very similar in packaging style and that sort of thing. So they released a whole bunch of them, but then they kind of weren't releasing anymore. And Paramount actually did some reissues of some of them, and I don't have them here to show you, but like Rocko's Modern Life got reissued, so did Hey Arnold, and then Paramount also recently released the complete series of the Rugrats, which is really cool. But even with that, I've always thought that the Shout Factory releases were superior. So I'm kind of glad that Shout Factory's back in the game, at least it seems with this one anyways. So Jimmy Neutron is here, and I hope that this will mean that some more of the titles will get releases. Some of the other shows like Rocket Power, Doug, As Told by Ginger, just to name a few, because there's still more out there that haven't seen real proper releases. They've seen things like the Amazon Burn on Demand and stuff. All of those are all out of print now, of course, but haven't seen a proper release. So there's maybe a glimmer of hope that some more will be released similar to how this was. But let's talk more about this. This is released in late October 2021. Complete series. I paid about $45 or maybe $46, $47, something like that. I bought it on Amazon. The price has kind of been fluctuating. I know it's like standard, suggested price I think is around $60 or so. A little bit more expensive compared to some of the other titles I've purchased that, some of them have been released in like Walmart and stuff for closer to like $20, $30 or something like that, which are real steals. But, I'm not complaining at all. I'm definitely willing to pay the, $40, $50. I'd pay $100 for this, to be honest. Like, I'm just really happy that this is released. So, and for the collector's sake in me, I would pay, like I said, I'd pay like $100 for this. I don't care. I just want to have it in the collection. So this is going to replace a lot of other titles that I had. Jimmy Neutron. These are the Burn on Demands from Amazon, and there was a lot of other compilation discs, and maybe I'll show you those after I do the unboxing. So let's just take a look at the front cover here. It's pretty nice. It's nothing too fancy, I guess, but it looks very nice overall. I like the artwork on the front, and here's a look at the spine. This looks very nice as well. And here's just a good look at it. And then here is a look at the back here, and it says it includes all 3 seasons, which is awesome. We've got a little description here. And then it's got this little interesting sticker here, and I'm not sure what that is for. It says scan with the transparency app. So I'm not sure what that means. So now as we go down, you can see that it actually does include quite a few special features. So this is really awesome. And so let's see what we've got. We've got all 3 Jimmy Timmy Power Hour crossover specials. That's awesome. We've got the Jimmy Neutron pilot episode. That's awesome. And we've got 5 behind the scenes featurettes and storyboards for 5 selected episodes. And I'm not sure what other, there's a bunch of other Jimmy Neutron releases out there, and like I said, I'll show you some of them, compilation discs and so forth. I don't know if every single special feature from those has been ported to this, but, it seems like at least some of them have, and at least the really good ones have, at least in my opinion. The pilot episode, that's awesome. The the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour specials. You know, just really, you know, they really did some good work putting some of these extras in here. So that I really appreciate. I think that's awesome. And then here's a look at the bottom here. Should have a runtime, there it is, approximately 22.3 hours. So lots of content in here. Almost a full day if you were going to watch this forward to back. So that's awesome. And then I really always have liked their packaging style. It's nice and simple, doesn't include a slipcover or anything. You really don't need one. And it just comes in this very nice looking and you know, slim for how many discs are in here. It's a 10 disc set. Comes in this nice, pretty slim, clear, really good looking case. So I've always liked that. I just think they've done very economical kind of packaging, but it's also good packaging. So there's that, and we'll go ahead and open this up. Should be pretty easy to open up. Alright, so now we'll take a look at what we've got inside here. And so it's got the flipper case, and first impression is that this looks really good. Like, we've got full artwork on all of the discs. That's awesome. We've also got some back artwork here, which looks like it has the episode lists, and that's just awesome. So take a look at each of the discs here. First, take a good look at disc number 1. Here it is, and again, nice full color artwork, and it's basically the same as the front cover. So not a lot of variation or anything, but it's just nice that, you know, it's just nice to look at. So there's that, the first disc, Season 1, Disc 1, and then I'll set that down and I'll show you what we have for back artwork here. So this is basically just shows you the episode lists. So it looks like we've got, you know, 7 episodes per disc. Some of them a few less, but they might include longer episodes or things like that. So anyway, there we have it. So we've got Season 1, which has 3 discs, and we'll see what the rest of them have there. So I'll put this disc back in here, and then I'll show you the rest of the discs. Next one we've got is Season 1, Disc 2, right there. Season 1, Disc 3. Season 2, Disc 1. Season 2, Disc 2, and this one's kind of barely hanging on there, but it's still in place. We've got Season 2, Disc 3 right there. Then we've got Season 3, Disc 1 right there. Season 3, Disc 2 right there. Season 3, Disc 3. And then finally, we've got the bonus features disc. So this one should feature, you know, as far as I can tell, everything that's listed right here. So really cool. There's that, and I'll just pull this disc out, and so we can take a look at the back artwork on this side. All right, so here's a look at the episode listing for each of these. And I'll just kind of zoom in on the bonus features so you can see all that are included there. So lots of content on this. It looks like it's just another classic, very well done release from Shout Factory. So absolutely excited to have this in the collection. This is really awesome. And this is kind of weird that this sticker back here is actually stuck on the packaging. I thought that was actually stuck on the plastic wrap, but nope, it is actually stuck on the packaging. I'll have to figure out what the transparency app is. I'm not really sure what that's for. But anyways, like I was kind of saying, these were kind of the previous season releases, if you will. These were released on Amazon exclusively as burn-on-demand titles, and they were just the best of seasons. So you had like best of Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. The artwork on these were really cool, as you can see here. I liked that quite a bit. I'll just show you each of these very quickly. You know, so here's what the discs looked like. And you know, for the longest time, I really wanted to hold off on buying these because I was holding out because I'm like, I don't want to buy any of the best of season sets. I want the full seasons. But when I heard that these were going to go out of print, I went and I did go ahead and pick them up. Just because, you know, I wasn't sure if we were going to see any other releases of this show, and then sure enough, we got the complete series here. But definitely happy to have this complete series. It's going to replace these sets. I'm going to get rid of these, and yeah, so that's kind of that. I'll show you some of my other Jimmy Neutron stuff. I think this is my kind of entire collection of Jimmy Neutron. There might be a few other ones floating around, I'm not sure, but I think this is everything that I have. So I've got the 6-movie collection here, which includes the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the movie. That is obviously not included in the complete series set there. But yeah, this one, let's see. Yeah, there it is right there. There's the disc. So anyway, there's that. And for anyone who doesn't have this 6-movie collection, you know, if you don't have any of these titles already and you want a good, cheap way to get all of these, this is a really cool way to do it. I really like this set here. We also have this Planet Sheen Complete Series spin-off. This was another Amazon burn-on-demand release. So, you know, I don't know if this will ever see any sort of official release. I'm not really holding my breath. I don't really think it will. But, you know, that's fine. This will do. I don't really watch this, like, often anyways, so it's kind of just for the sake of collecting, honestly. This is the one that I more care about actually watching, but kind of an interesting, kind of goofy spin-off, I guess. And this was a 3-disc set, again, released from Amazon exclusively, burn on demand. So Planet Sheen, that one I'll keep, of course. And then I also had a lot of the compilation DVDs that were released. You know, this was before any of the best of sets were released, and certainly before this. So this was kind of the way to go if you wanted some Jimmy Neutron episodes on DVD. And I don't think I ever collected all of these compilations, but I collected, you know, I've got 5 of them here. I know there's certainly 2 other volumes of the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, for example. I just have the first one, and that's fine because now I've got all 3 of them on here. But I'll give you a quick look at some of these. These were, I think this was the first one ever released, and this is way back in the day when DVD was kind of brand new. So you'll see some differences with this. The case style, it's kind of a thicker, higher quality case. And here's a look at the artwork on this, and I thought this was very nice. I almost don't really want to get rid of some of these just because they're so old school. But this one is Confusion Fusion, and it has 10 episodes on it. And actually, these were released on VHS as well, and I think they broke it up into 2 VHS tapes that each had 5 episodes each. Or let's see, is that right? These are, or no, this is 9 episodes, and one of them is a double-length episode. So one of them had 4 episodes, one of them had 5 episodes on VHS tape with different titles. That's how they did it back in the day. That's why they call it a double-length blast down here, just because it, double length because one episode is double length. Anyway, so I'm confusing myself. But anyway, these are kind of really cool old school releases, and you open it up here. You got full artwork on the disc, really nice quality case, and it did come with an insert, as a lot of titles did back in the day. You know, a lot of DVDs these days don't necessarily come with inserts, but they almost all did, I think, back in the day. Basically a repeat of the cover, but still kind of cool nonetheless. And let's see, I'm kind of looking at some of the bonus features on here. Like I was saying, I don't think all of them were necessarily ported over to this complete series release, but it's got behind-the-scenes spots, whatever that is. But we've got the pilot episode included on this one. That is on the new one. And that's basically it there. Then another one was called Sea of Trouble. Very similar format. And this one has storyboards, inventions gallery. Like, I don't think those are in here. And then behind the scenes, let's see. This one does have 5 behind the scenes and then storyboards. So I guess those 2 are both possibly on here. But Inventions Gallery, that's not. So, a few little things that you can get on these compilation discs that are not necessarily on here, but you know, they're very insignificant, at least in my opinion. Anyways, so here's what was inside this one. Really cool artwork, I gotta say. And I think this one was an interesting thing because if you were to buy this just on VHS, I think you would get the, you know, like the first 5 episodes, but then the other 5, at least in this case, I think were only on DVD, something like that. And then a slightly later one called Jet Fusion. So here's that. This one has like a, I think this is like let's see, a spine-tingling secret mission plus 6 daring episodes. I don't know how long this main feature is. I think it's, you know, even longer than a double feature, something like that. But maybe it's the same length as a double feature. Not sure, but Jet Fusion, and you open this up, it's got the disc, and this insert with advertisements for some of the other titles available in the day. SpongeBob also had a lot of these compilation discs, which were really cool, and obviously you don't need to get all of these if you just buy the season sets, because you can get all the episodes in the season sets. It's more compact and everything, but these were still kind of cool just for, you know, if you're a die-hard collector, it's, you know, kind of fun to collect all these just with all the different artwork variations and, you know, that sort of thing. And of course you'll have all the different old school DVD menus and the advertisements. You know, for collectors' purposes, these compilation discs are kind of fun. Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies, a double-length feature. And this one, you know, some of these later ones I don't think had a lot of special features. This one doesn't appear to have any. But again, nice full-colored disc. And then you got the advertisement insert for a lot of the other titles there. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Kind of a neat one there. So you've got the special itself, but then you've got 3 episodes of Jimmy Neutron and 3 of Fairly Odd Parents, along with some extra special features there. So a lot of this is like a PC demo game or something. I don't even think those would necessarily work anymore. You can see that this has a copyright of 2004. So again, all of these are really old school DVDs that kind of came out when DVDs were sort of first coming out. So, and the artwork on this is kind of cool. You got the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron there, and then you flip it around to the other side. You've got Timmy Turner there with the Jimmy Neutron logo upside down. So that's kind of fun. And again, this one has an insert as well. So anyways, just kind of showing you what I had before upgrading to this. Just some of these compilation titles, plus the Jimmy Neutron Best of Season sets from Amazon. So all of these are going to be replaced by this. I don't know, maybe I'll keep some of these older ones just for the sake of collecting. I'm not sure, but it's really, really nice that we have this set now just to kind of replace all that, get it all in one. Really good, just really good all around. I'm really excited that we have these. And again, released by Shout Factory in the same style that they've been releasing a lot of these other older shows a few years ago. And I'm really, really hoping that Shout Factory will keep being able to release these sets. You can see how nicely these will match sitting on the shelf and everything. And again, I'm just really a big fan of how Shout Factory has been handling these older Nickelodeon shows. So if anybody out there, you know, especially from Shout Factory or Paramount or whoever has the rights and abilities to release these shows, please keep them coming. I'll pay more than, you know, you're currently asking. I'll pay like $100 for these sets. I don't care. I'm a collector. I would just like to have these sets. Again, some of the older shows that haven't yet seen releases, like Rocket Power, Doug, As Told by Ginger. There's all kinds of other ones. You can get into more of the live action shows like The Amanda Show and other things like that as well that I don't think have seen proper complete series releases. I'll buy them all. I'm definitely an old school Nickelodeon collector, and I know I'm not the only one, so hopefully more to come. But for now, really excited to share with you guys The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the complete series on DVD from Shout Factory. So Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video.